everybody, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It is Squid and Baby Squid joining you on this cloudy and rainy and muggy and just gross Wednesday morning. But it is a great day. Oh, it might as well be rainbows and sunshine and unicorns outside because we have, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have heard about this by now. Laura Owens has been indicted. It's time to point and laugh. And I love you guys. So this stream is not for everybody. We will be entering She's fascinated by that video every time. But before we get to that, I just have to, well, first of all, I have to get to my highs. And my highs to everybody. Good morning, Roy. Yes, please remember to hit the like button on your way in. Oh my God. There's one thing that I have to get to quick after we, I'm just waiting for the moon bump mugshot with her mouth. And this, I'm going to try to keep this PG-ish. Morning, Tammy. Cat, good morning, spicy tacos. Today is a good day. Are you a spicy taco?
No.
Are you sassy?
No.
Yeah. 7 felonies might be hard for her to swallow.
Yeah.
I think you got it out of your system.
Yeah.
Hi, Missy.
No.
Mouth hugs time. Jeff Grady, good morning.
Mom.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you for taking a picture of my leg. And then you're going to make a filter out of it. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate you. Okay. She recorded I have to delete this because she recorded a video and then she was going to upload it as a short. There we go. Everybody says hi. Hi. Hugs to you, baby girl. Good morning, Greta. Oh my goodness. Today is prison guards in Arizona are rushing to get vasectomies before Laura's incarceration. All right. Just really, really quick before we get to Laura Owens. Trevor Bauer. If you don't remember Trevor Bauer, he was the Dodgers pitcher who is now pitching in Korea because he had some issues with a similar situation where someone accused him of ARPing Lindsay Hill. Well, look at this. Lindsay Hill's mugshot. 4/26/2025. Yeah, false accusations are awful. And if you are a woman out there who falsely accuses a man of ARP or anything like that, remember, Lady Karma always collects her debts. And you should be, whatever prison sentence that the male was going to get if he was found guilty of those charges is what the female should get. Good morning, Peachy. So I just had to show her mugshot. And you can see Ung Hung Hero, his comment is posted first. But we're going to get to Laura Michelle Owens. She is. Ooh, she gonna have fun.
Mommy.
Hi, beautiful. Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
And I'm gonna try to make this bigger. And we're gonna try to get through this with this little. You want to go that way? Yeah. Okay. Kiss. Hey. Thank you. Love you. Yeah. Love you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. Oh, that's what you want. Okay, that's what you wanted. Oh, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, this is long overdue. That's what she said. All right. For those of you who don't know or haven't heard about the Laura Owens tonsil twins case, oh, lordy, where do we begin? Clayton Eckerd. Clayton Eckerd was a contestant on The Bachelor. He is from Arizona, Maricopa County specifically. Became a real estate agent. Got his real estate license. Was contacted by Laura Owens. Angel. Was contacted by Laura Owens to look at some properties. One night he was at home, got a little Angel. You either gotta get Angel. If you're gonna do that, you gotta sit down on the floor. Okay. Then I can't have you messing with my mic. You have your own right there. He had some gummies. She contacted him. Somehow she came over. Things got a little spicy. A couple of mouth hugs were given, not one, but two. And then the next day he was like, that was a really bad idea. That should have never happened. And she went from being what seemed like a normal individual, a normal adult woman, to a scorned woman who went a little psycho. And about 8 days later, she was pregnant with twins. If the math ain't math, and it's because it doesn't. She took him to court for a paternity suit, and all of a sudden things were going on, and all of a sudden she had a miscarriage, but she was 29 weeks pregnant when she had a miscarriage. Over 20 weeks in Arizona, you need a death certificate. And this was a while ago, so if I'm missing large chunks, I'm trying to give a short TLDR. And then all of a sudden she wanted to drop it. And Clayton and his lawyer, Greg, there's other men that she did this to as well. His lawyer's name is Greg. I cannot remember his last name of his lawyer at this particular time. But his lawyer and him were like, no, we need lawyer's fees. And, you brought me to court. Like, we're going to get this figured out. Like, you're not dropping it this easy. And lo and behold, they went to court June 10th of 2024. And Woodnick, thank you. All I could think of was Greg Gillespie, but that's another one of her alleged victims. Poor man. Went to court. Judge Mata was the judge. Megan, Dave Neal, and a bunch of other people went out. I think Roslyn was out there. A bunch of other people went out there to show support. She has a lawyer, David Gingras, who it's the most ridiculous court case. And I have a Tonsil Twins playlist, and I have shorts of the Lauren Knighty recorded it, and I have shorts of the actual hearing itself. It's ridiculous. It is insane. David Gingras is. Oh yes, Roy, thank you. I forgot to mention that she has a protection order against all of these people. She had accused Greg Woodnick of ARP. It's just if it seems like it can't get any more ridiculous. And then her lawyer, David Gingras, tried to have the judge removed, saying that the judge did outside research. And Judge Mata filed a bar complaint against David Gingras. I don't know where that went. I haven't heard anything about that. I read the bar complaint. but when a judge files a bar complaint against you, it's not a good thing. Oh yes, the fake medical records, the sonogram through Fiverr, which Megan and Dave and I think Vices was on that stream too, or was it just Megan and Dave that were on that stream where they were looking at it and somebody in the comments was like, "Is that a Fiverr logo?" And all of a sudden, once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it. Yes, Gingras and BBB could be brothers by the way they act. And BBB reached out to Gingras, but yet hated being compared to him. But they are so... Oh, yes, this TLDR is like... could be an entire video in itself. It's just... It's the other ridiculous case. However, the Judge Mata had referred this case to the county attorney for Maricopa County for possible charges. And as of May 1st, here we go. Rachel Mitchell, Maricopa County attorney. But here, like, but look at this. So, wait, so this is, yeah, this is going to be interesting because I have all the statutes. Yeah, creative Photoshop skills. But she couldn't pay enough to have Fiverr remove her logo because you have to pay for it. The doctors claiming she made doctor's visits, but she never actually went to the doctor. Claiming she was 29 weeks pregnant. She was 100% pregnant and had a doctor's visit the week before, or the week before this hearing, but then the timeline is all screwed up. Hay Bales was doing a really good job at a timeline because this was the case where I figured out that my brain is not capable of keeping track of dates and times and things that don't matter to my... This is why in the other case, I figured out that I can't keep track of names and who did what and when they did it because my brain can't process that information. This is the case that taught me that I can't... Who did what and when they did it is not a... Yeah, like... These indictments provide the roadmap of how civil can become criminal proceedings. It should scare the heck out of the defendants on a certain Florida federal case. Exactly. Yeah. And that's one of the things that, like, it seems like I cover random cases across the country, and I kind of do. But there's things about these cases that are linked and can set precedent for the other cases. Like, it's all about how these cases impact each other. Like, I am not a lawyer. Hey, Shane. I am not a lawyer by any means. But, like, knowing that and learning from Judge Mata how Gingras was saying that Judge Mata was angry about, or Gingras was angry at Judge Mata for doing outside research. That's when I learned that judges can't do outside research, and I started researching all that. So that's what made me see when people on the certain Florida case started talking about the judge should look up his client or his, the people involved, and I was like, oh, I can't. I knew exactly where to look because I had looked it up previously. So it's like all, and also, like Roy said, it sets the precedent for a judge referring a civil proceeding to a possible criminal charges. All these cases across the country set precedent for each other, or they're all intertwined, and Angel, we're all intertwined and we don't realize it. It's that fascinating link of how everything in this world has a connection, and my brain, how my brain works is I just see all the connections. Like that's just how my brain works. It's kind of a weird way of looking at things, but that's my analytical brain goes, oh yes, this relates to this, even though they're 1,500 miles apart, possibly more. All right, let's get into this. Indictment, count 1, fraudulent schemes and artifices, a class 2 felony, forgery, a class 4 felony, perjury, a class 4 felony, count 4, perjury, a class 4 felony, count 5, perjury, a class 4 felony, count 6, perjury, a class 4 felony, count 7, tampering with physical evidence, a class 6 felony. And I'm very, very happy that she is actually being charged with perjury. Look, Daddy, I'm a real fella now. Yeah, going after the judge and her family is not a hot idea. Yeah, that's extremely true. Yeah. Also, when you're a lawyer and you decide to make a YouTube channel and you're talking about how much you hate the judge while waving a pew-pew around, is not a good idea either. But somebody did it. Jingers, not naming names or anything. All right. The grand jurors of Maricopa County, Arizona, accused Laura Michelle Owens on May 1st, 2025, charging that in Maricopa County, Arizona, count 1, Laura Michelle Owens on or between May 17th, 2023 and June 10th, 2024, pursuant to scheme or artifice to defraud, knowingly did or obtain a benefit from Clayton Eckerd by means of fraudulent pretenses, representation, promises, or material omissions in violations of Arizona revised statute 132310, 13701, 702, and 801. And I have, you okay, Angel? Yeah. Okay. You want Mama's water cup up there? No, I'm not giving you the plane. You already broke it. You already broke it. Okay. You can come up here. Mama's not giving you Nana's plane. You already broke it. Mommy has to fix it because I can't find another one on the planet. All right. So we do have to look at these statutes to see what I brought them up because I haven't seen anybody. I was watching part of the experts last night before I went to bed, and I love his breakdown and his attitude on everything. It's just when he was like, I don't know what the Arizona statutes are. I was like, let me look because I am curious. Let's see. And it's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to put myself. But 2310 is fraudulent schemes and artifices, classification and definition. Any person who, pursuant to a scheme or artifice to defraud, knowingly obtains any benefit by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, or material omissions is guilty of a Class 2 felony. Reliance on the part of any person shall not be a necessary element of the offense described in subsection A. A person who is convicted of a violation of this section that is involved in a benefit with a value of $100,000 or more, or the manufacture, sale, or marketing of opioids. That's not here. Hey, Sir Frank, how are you? Class 2 felony in Arizona has a mandatory minimum sentence of 3 years, but can range from 3 to 23 years, if you're not mistaken. Well, no. Those are the airplane parts that you broke. Is not eligible for Angel. Why are we fussing? Oh, thank you for the backhand to the face. I appreciate that. Or released from confinement on any basis except pursuant to section 31-233, A or B, until the sentence is imposed by the court has been served. The state shall apply the aggregation prescribed under section 1801 subsection B to violations of this subsection. And this is law, so I understand it's not the most fun thing to talk about, but it's important to know what she is actually facing, because we can all say what we want her to face, but those are the only charges that she's facing. So let's see what she is actually facing versus what we think or what we want, because I know what I want, but I'm mean. So for the purposes of this section, scheme or artifice to defraud includes a scheme or artifice to deprive a person of the intangible right of honest services. All right. So that's 701 is sentence of imprisonment for felony, present tense report, aggravating and mitigating factors, consecutive terms of imprisonment. Ooh. Sentence of imprisonment for a felony shall be a definite term of years, and the imprisonment sentence, unless otherwise provided by law, shall be committed to the custody of the State Department of Corrections. No, prisoner transferred but without a certified custody. That's the minimum or maximum term imposed per section to section 70.
Mama.
Yeah, may be imposed only if
Mommy.
it's all sentencing guidelines. 3 to 35 years, depending on the defendant's criminal history. However, there are aggravators in this indictment that will increase likelihood of longer time unless she takes a plea. Somebody in the Discord server, All the Best Discord server last night, we were talking about that, and I had mentioned that I think she's going to. I apparently turned. Yes. I apparently turned Sarah Boone into a verb, because I think she's going to Sarah Boone it. And what I mean by that is Sarah Boone never thought, and still to this day, thinks she did nothing wrong. Sarah Boone. Excuse you, ma'am. I'm trying to talk. Oh, I love you. Sarah Boone thinks Sarah Boone thinks she did nothing wrong, and the things that did go wrong were an accident. So I don't think that this lady is going to take. I don't think that she's going to take a plea deal, because I don't think that she believes she actually did anything wrong. This is like This is not good for her. Like, this is not going to be good for her at all. She should, in my opinion, she should take a plea deal, but lordy, I hope she doesn't. Because could you imagine if this goes to trial? I mean, could you imagine if this goes to trial? I hope so. And now she's blaming it on having autism, and I clean the place that I work on Tuesday nights is an ABA facility. And like, I've seen some of those kids, and I've seen some of the things that they do and the behaviors that they exhibit. And like, that is a real thing that those parents and those families and those children have to deal with. So to blame the fact that you lied and you caused people emotional harm as a 32-year-old woman on autism is like, you're downplaying everything that families of children and adults with actual autism have to go through. Like, I hate when people like blame things on Angel. Okay, you either go up or down. You can't do both. Angel. What? You've got it right here, baby. Right here. Are you good? Yes. Oh, thank you for putting that back and not hitting me with it. Like, hi. If she doesn't take the deal, then the men of Arizona are safe, as she wouldn't get out till she finishes menopause. I mean, I I think she's going to do a I seriously think she's gonna pull a I seriously think she's gonna pull a Sarah Boone though. I do not think she's going to I don't think she's gonna take a plea deal. And kind of is my petty side. My logical side says, girl, take the plea deal. My petty side says, girl, don't take the plea deal, and God and hope and pray that we can get a camera in that courtroom. Because damn, I will be streaming that trial if we can get a camera in that courtroom. 702, first time felony offenders sentencing. So we're just going to scroll down to D here. The term of imprisonment for a presumptive minimum, maximum, mitigated, or aggravated sentence shall be within the range prescribed under this subsection. The terms are as followed. Class 2, mitigated, 3 years, minimum 4 years, presumptive 5, maximum 10, aggravated 12 and a half. Oh my God, that will be a trial where I will be like, Mr. Squid, you need to take vacation, or Mom, you need to take time off work to babysit, because I will be streaming this trial from start to finish. Like, and luckily it'll be in Arizona, so the time difference, like I can actually like get sleep still. Oh, but it'll be oh, can you bring a photo of her up on screen? Yeah, I will see if I can find I deleted my whiny photo. Laura Michelle Owens. Let's see what happens. The first thing you Google. Let's see. So when you Google Laura Michelle Owens, this is what you get. You get Megan, Tug, Legal Vices, Lauren Knighty, Dave Neal. It's bad. That is her in court. I think Megan took this photo, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like I have to go back and change some of my my thumbnails. You get Ketchup Court from Heinz. Laura's got a new lawyer. She lied. This is where the she lied of Megan's she lied voice cut comes into play. So yeah, this is all that. Tramp stamp lawyer. We got Schnitzel Ninja. Oh, Taylor Lorenz had freaking lost it over this case, which is hilarious. Yep, that's our favorite liar. Hopefully Clayton can get the money she owes him before the criminal trial, or he'll never see the almost $200K. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even yeah. I just can't. I just can't. Like, you just can't. Like, yeah. And hey, 3 awesome dogs. Drying out after the storms yesterday. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here today. So getting back to the Come on. Getting back to this document. Oof. So she was facing Class 2 felony, 4 Class 4 felonies, and a Class 6 felony. So this was right here. So Class 2 minimum. We're just gonna go with the minimums. Class 2, 4 years. Class 4, 1.5. And Class 6, a half a year. So you can do the math on that. 4, 7, 10 and a half years. I mean, yeah. Yes, please hit that like button. We're a few short. But I appreciate all 32 people that are here, even with Karen Reed and everything else going on. I love you guys. You are awesome. I'm still waiting for the carryover of all the 400 for the What the Hail streams, but we're working on it. It's a slow uphill climb, you know. But we just have to point and laugh at this because this is justice. Yeah, Class 2 felony is right below the big M in penalties. Yeah. And that's the minimum. Like that's the minimum. And because she is a first-time offender, technically a first-time offender. But here's the thing. And I'm sorry, I can't remember I remember Greg Gillespie, but I cannot remember that other guy's name. And I feel so bad. The guy in San Francisco. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I cannot remember his name. So, but if all these people testify against her, and I have a lot of the documents that I read on this channel. So we shall see. Count 2. Laura Michelle Owens on or before June 27th, 2023 and July 11th, 2023 with intent to defraud did falsely make or complete or alter written instrument to wit sonogram in violation of Arizona Revised Statute 13, 2002, 2001, 701, 702, and 801. Does a paycheck come with 400? Not what the hell? Not from Jeremy. But the ad revenue on a stream with 400 people versus the ad revenue that comes on a stream with 30 people, I must say, is like a tank of gas. So not a lot, but substantial when you think of like three streams a week. You know what I mean? Like it's not, yeah. First-time offender with aggravating circumstances doesn't get a break. And it's all about what the judge sees. But here's the Mike Maricini. Thank you guys for refreshing my memory. Like, I can see his face, and I can tell you the details of, like, him, David Jungers calling 911 from the courthouse in Maricopa County at the hearing because I did an ethics video on it. That was my first ethics video. So my ethics video on Bruce was not my first one. It was probably the most fun one, but it was not my first because we literally compared David Jingras calling 911 and threatening to have Mike Maricini arrested to his ethics. Yeah. And Janet, I appreciate that. I came because I love What the Hales, but I stayed because I like you. I appreciate that. And I think people misunderstand me when I say Jeremy and I aren't friends. Like I say this not in jest, but like just because I'm not friends with somebody doesn't mean we're enemies. Like I always use the cashier at the grocery store. I see the same cashier every time. Is she nice? Yes. Do I like her? Yes. Does she say hi to my daughter every time I see her? Yes. But are we friends that go, you know what I mean? Do we go out on a Friday night and have a drink? No. Like, just because we're friendly doesn't mean we're friends. Like, it's a thing. You know, I'm still struggling to get through the 935. Yeah, I've been sitting at the same amount of subs for like a week. I go up one, down one, up one, down one. It's, it's weird. YouTube is weird when you get close to a milestone. They yeah, and I did ask because I'm not really involved in that Discord server, but I am on it. And when this broke last night, I went straight to it to see what people had to say. And I asked, has anybody checked on Jingers's Twitter feed? And so far, at the time I asked last night, he was quiet, which was actually surprising. I don't know. Count 3. On or about October 25th, 2023, in regards to material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, testifying in front of Judge John Duty that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March 2022, in violation of Arizona's revised statute 13. And 13 is the criminal code. 2701, 2702, 2706, 701, 702, and 801. And 702, 701, 702, and 801, you're going to see over and over again, because 801 is fines for felons. Fines for felonies. And then the 702 is first-time felony offenders, sentencing and definitions. And then 701 is the sentence of imprisonment, and aggravating and mitigating factors. So you're going to see 701, 702, and 801 on all of these. But this is the actual, if you go to Arizona's legislature, this is their, so you can go back. Title 13 is their criminal code. And then we said 27. So they have proof that she's been knocking boots. I guess. I think the timeline didn't match up with her and Mike Maricini and her and Greg Gillespie. I think the timelines, I think she didn't mean to. This one, I could be wrong on this one, but if I'm remembering my timeline correctly, I think this one, she did not intentionally lie. I think this one, she screwed up her timeline. She got so confused with the lies that she was telling. She confused her timeline. And she set a date that she was still with somebody else. So I think this one, she got, when you lie and you can't remember the lie that you told, so you have to tell another lie, and sometimes the lies don't match. I think she screwed that one up herself. So I don't think she did that one on purpose. I think that she screwed up her timeline. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't have proof of that. That's just my opinion based on being almost 40 years old and knowing a bunch of women who lied. My ex's ex-wife, long time. Like we dated in, like, I want to say 2011, like a long time ago. We're amicable now. He's been married and divorced by now, but I had to write a letter. Well, I didn't have to. He asked me to write a letter because his wife pulled an Amber Heard, tried to get an order of protection against him, and tried to say that he was, violent and all this. So, like, I've seen my fair share of I've seen my fair share of lying women. Time for work. Enjoy the stream. Have a great day. You have a great day, Tammy. It was so good to see you. So it's like I've seen my fair share of lying women. That's just what I think happened. Could be completely wrong. I have no proof of that. Just my personal opinion. Let's see. What was 2002 and 2001? 2002 is forgery, and then 2001 is just definitions. Let's see. A person commits forgery if with intent to defraud, falsely makes, completes, or alters a written instrument, which would be the, hey, Kelly, offers, presents, whether accepted or not, a forged instrument that one contains false information. That would be the medical records. The possession of 5 or more forged instruments that gave rise to an interference that the instruments are possessed with intent to defraud. Forgery is a class 4 felony, except that if the forged instrument is used in connection with the purchase, lease, or renting of a dwelling that is used as a drop house, it's a class 3 felony. Drop house. I have no idea what a drop house is. Means property that is used to facilitate smuggling. There we go. Not for this, not relevant to this case, but some other cases. Drop house. Smuggling property. Good to know. The more you know. I will be keeping an eye on his Twitter feed, though, because I'm one of the people that he didn't block because I never interacted with him because I just didn't care. Like, me not caring about certain situations and, like, not taking the time or effort to troll people is not new. It's not limited to the What the Hell hater channels or people that don't like me. It's not new. Like, going out of my way requires me to put effort in. And sometimes it's like, I don't know. It makes people more angry when you don't put any effort in to hating on them, because then they can't hate on you. And that's kind of my thing, is like, I don't put any effort in to hate on people because I ain't got time for that. You learn something new every day. Yeah. Yeah, I've kept an eye on it, but I never messaged him because I know I would get blocked instantaneously. Yeah, I've kind of been doing that. And it's kind of like you just lay low, because the more you fly under the radar, the more people share with you and the less likely you are to get blocked because people don't know you're there. Tug trolled the hell out of Jingers last night. I bet. But see, Tug and Megan have been doing that from the start. So because I haven't, I'm not changing my ways now. I will troll the hell out of Laura because I've made fun. I've point and laughed at her from the beginning. Like, I think we all have. But part of laying low and just not interacting with people is I don't have to make alt accounts or ask other people to look at things for me because I'm not blocked. But yeah, Tug and Megan have been trolling the hell out of him from the start. It was hilarious. But like, that's what they're good at. I mean, that's not the only thing they're good at, but like, that's one of the things that they've been like great at from the start. All right, so I'm going to look at, come on, 2701 and 2702. There's a lot. Jesus. At least Arizona has this laid out nice and easy to find. Some states are not this nice. 2701 is definitions. Perjury and other. Chapter 27 is perjury and related offenses. 2702 is perjury and classification. 2706 is limitation on defenses. Ooh, that might be an interesting one to see. let's see. I'm starting to get used to Streamlabs and switching back and forth quickly between tabs. It's a lot better than StreamYards. Limitations on defenses. It is no defense to a prosecution under this chapter that the statement was inadmissible under the rules of evidence, or the oath or affirmation was taken or administered in an irregular manner, or the defendant mistakenly believed the false statement to be immaterial. Oh. Or B, the provisions of law which declare that evidence obtained upon examination of a person as a witness cannot be received against him in a criminal proceeding do not forbid giving such evidence against the person upon any proceedings founded upon a charge of perjury committed in such examination. Well, she wasn't a witness, so to be fair, David is an easy target for being trolled. He has zero sarcasm filter. Yeah, the only person that I truly enjoyed trolling is Bruce. But to be fair, he started it. I didn't seek him out. He got mad at me for something. And he got mad at me first in Mo's chat because he showed up and tried to start trouble in Mo's chat, and I shut that shit down because I knew who he was. I never had any interactions with him, but I knew who he was. And he got mad at me for that. So then he came on my channel and started crap with me after the hurricane, which I really wasn't feeling it because, we lost our house was fine, but we lost a lot of personal property and like everything in our fridge and freezer and thousands of dollars worth of like food and duck meat and everything after the hurricane. So I was not feeling, I was in that mode where like, when you want to troll trolls and be funny and then you just want to troll people and piss them off. Well, I was just in the mood to piss him off. And he was one of my first trolls. So I was like, let's piss him off. And he got mad at me. But he was fun. That's why the only thing that I miss about him not being on that case and him kind of laying low and disappearing for a while is I miss trolling him. He was the only person that was fun for me to troll. Everybody else is just like, you're no fun. You're annoying. Count 4. On or about March 1st, 2024, in regard to a material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement to wit, claiming that the sonogram image was hers during a sworn deposition in violation of Arizona Revised Statute 2701, 2702, 2706, 701, 702, and 801. On or about count 5, on or about March 1st, 2024, in regard to a material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement to wit, video clip of father touching pregnant belly. That was her sister. In violation of Arizona Revised Statute 2701, 2702, 2706, 701, 702, and 801. Oh yeah, they have that in common. Jingers made her case so much worse, just like BBB has made LP's case so much worse. Yeah, and it's the thing about it is when you start focusing on the lawyer more than the case itself, that's a problem. And like I said, just optics. Bruce is just batshit crazy. Oh, yeah. When you start focusing more on the people in like the lawyers and not, well, stop bringing it away from your face. Like, I have this set up on her phone. Its phone may be too close to your face. Keeping your phone at arm's length may protect your eyesight because so when she brings her phone too close to her face, and it's not an actual, it's my grandfather's phone. My dad didn't know what to do with it, so I just took it with us. Toddlers. We haven't figured out that we need to hold it back here. So I'm constantly, whenever she's using it, go and keep your phone out here. can't have it here. She holds it like, it's like, no, it's not going to work. All right. Count 6, on or about June 10th, 2024. That is the hearing date. In regard to a material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, claiming that's me showing my pregnant stomach. In violation of Arizona Revised Statute 2701, same 6 statutes. Count 7, on or about June 10th, 2024, with intent that it be used, introduced, rejected, or made unavailable in an official proceeding, which was then pending, or which Laura Michelle Owens knew was about to be instituted, did destroy, mutilate, alter, conceal, or remove physical evidence, to wit, Exhibits A6 and A7 used during June 10th, 2024 hearing, with the intent to impair its verity or availability in violation of Arizona Revised Statutes 13-2809, 2801, 702, 701, 801. So 2809 and 2801. Let's see what 2809 is. 2801 or 28 is interference with judicial and other proceedings. 2809 is tampering with physical evidence, classification, and then 2801 is just definitions. Just Jay, is she available though? She is, but she might put a restraining order against you before you have the opportunity to date her. All I can say though is before you try to date her, get a vasectomy. Just saying. I'm sure Mary Lankins can set you up. I think she lives in San Francisco or that area, so she can probably set you up. Oh my goodness. And that's pretty much all we have for that document. I am not going to show the signature of the foreperson of the grand jury because I'm just not that. I don't want to be that person. It doesn't have their name, but I still don't even want to have it out there. I hear Sarah Boone's available. Here's Sarah Boone's looking for a new attorney. I wonder if Gingras is going to continue to represent her through this, or if he's going to hit it and quit it, so to speak. I mean, I kind of want to check Arizona's bar to see if he's had any disciplinary action. I haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean a damn thing. Because, you know, I'm not all in the know with a lot of these things. I just kind of stay in my lane and do my own thing. It's a lot less dramatic when you just mind your business and just stay in your own lane, you know? I've learned it's just it's a lot less dramatic. But if you haven't checked it out, Dr. Joe is back. He posted a video yesterday. Dr. Joe was one of the medical experts in the Maya Kowalski case. I hear Preston is available as well. People have been trying to hook me up. Oh, yeah. Hello, just got here. What a miss. Question, gargling, insemination. Yeah, 7 charges. And it looks like, according to the Arizona statutes, a possible minimum sentence of, what did I say, 12 and a half years? Based on the counts. That's not going into like aggravating circumstances and all of that. But if she doesn't take a plea deal, possibly 12 and a half years. Roy, not going there because she doesn't. Because if she doesn't, there would have been nothing to get where she said it got. So, she doesn't. Nope. I was actually watching a podcast where they read Am I the A-hole stories from Reddit, and they were reading something, and I looked up. They were talking about something, and they were talking about that issue right there. This one, and it was like how gross it is to not do that or do that, and I'm just like, why are we talking about this on a podcast? Like why are we talking about this on YouTube? If she goes to prison, are we thinking 19 BJs and counting? Oh, she's gonna have to have female guards only. Ugh. Whoopsie. Oh, good Lord. I checked my credit card bill yesterday. God help us all. My Pacer bill, I have auto deduct for Pacer. I'm checking Pacer now just to see if anything is in the Patrick, you reminded me of the case that we shall not discuss. But I'm checking just to make sure to see if any documents are out anywhere, because I try to check when I'm live with you guys just so we don't miss anything. However, it's one of those situations of I got my Pacer bill yesterday. $189.60, which means I used 1,896 pages, if I'm doing the math correctly. Holy crap. Like, good freaking Lord. And that's like, I just cost myself like 50 cents looking at the docket. So it's included in that. But, should we check to see, speaking of shitty women, should we check to see what's in the Ruby Frankie case? Yes. Oh, Roy, yes. Oh, if y'all haven't seen this case, if y'all go to my channel, actually we'll just go to my channel now. And I will show you guys my shorts. At Walmart you can get 200 sheets for 50 cents. Not on Pacer. Pacer is not that nice. Pacer is 10 cents a sheet, but let's see. Social media, YouTube's my channel. I made a couple shorts back in the day when I was trying to learn. When I was trying to learn. And why did I just forget to how to do this? Shorts. We will see. And I promise I won't copyright myself. Awkward. Yeah, I'm showing my shorts. Awkward. Let's see. Here. This one. I'll never forget this.
Dr. Mitchell, Mr. Eckert has said that he doesn't believe that a pregnancy was possible here because there was no intercourse. Do you have an opinion about that? Regarding general, not regarding him or her, but in general.
Well, it's said that men are like basketball players. They dribble before they shoot. They also dribble afterwards. And
Dr. Mitchell, Mr. Eckert has said.
Yo, you got that, right? They dribble before they shoot. Think about that and try to sleep at night. Or the next time that you're having some fun time with your significant others. Think about that.
During the November 2nd hearing, you denied that the DNA test results came back with little to no fetal DNA. Ms. Owens, I see you continue.
No, I didn't. I never said it didn't. I said it came
I'm
back
confused.
inconclusive.
I'm confused about what date she's referring to. What,
November 2nd.
November 2nd hearing?
November 2nd hearing.
Okay, again, before my time, so that's why I'm confused. I apologize.
During the November
This is another part, like, okay, David Jigris in this hearing just did what BBB did. He got involved in a case without knowing the damn, hold on. Let's see. Where's my stuff? I have to open up my studio. There we go. Whee! I'm showing my shorts. Yes, I'm showing my shorts. There you go. Yeah, but the government needs their money. You know the government's got to get theirs. In the case we don't discuss, the transcript is floating around. Yes, before my time is not an excuse for a lawyer who voluntarily takes a case. James Owens did it in freaking in Sarah Boone. He tried to get a continuance because he just came on the case, and the judge basically told him the timeline is the timeline. Just because you are new to this case doesn't mean this is a new case. It's like, yeah, you swallow even when you don't swallow. I swallowed, I didn't swallow. Like, it's so weird. It's so bizarre. Like, y'all ever, like, see something that's just so bizarre? Like, this is that case. Like, this over the What the Hales case to me is so bizarre, because the What the Hales case is, okay, it's weird in its own way, but, like, this one from, like, I know I'm only occupational therapy, and I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a PA, not an NP, anything like that. But my degree, and it has a large portion of my degree in anatomy and physiology. I had to take multiple anatomy and physiology classes for a doctor to say that you can get pregnant without the anatomical positions you need to get pregnant is like, did we not go to health class in, like, 8th grade? Did we not, like, sorry, this is my scraper. It's for my elbow. I lifted weights yesterday, and now my elbow is killing me. So, yeah, but it's like so I'm not here to give anybody an anatomy lesson, but, like, the little swimmers have to actually go somewhere. They don't just sit there on the outside of your body. They have to actually get up to your fallopian tubes, and you have to get up to, your uterus and your ovaries, and they have to go inside. They don't just, and there is a time frame. Yes, men's junk can live outside or in the female body and they can stay swimming for up to a certain period of time. However, when they are exposed to air, they only have they have an expiration date. And sleeping all night, waking up and hitting it again, it is kind of past the expiration date, if I can remember my physiology lessons correctly. It's just, a beer belly is not the same. I said it from the beginning. Scammies Hereditary Lower Michelle Owens was put up for adoption by Elemental P. Purple face. Like, hey, stats. Yes, believe, this is where the believe all women, this is where the believe all women theory really goes to shit. I have this book that I actually need to get back to reading because I was a few chapters in and, life, but that one, Megan's book. So, she has that believe evidence too. Believe all women. How Megan's a writer and shit? She's actually a writer. She's not just, says she's a writer. I'm not here to give anybody yeah, exactly. I look more like I'm pregnant now than I did when I was pregnant. MedChill delivered virgin birth to Maria. It happened. Oh, yeah. I still think elemental PQRZ plus or minus pi is actually LOs and SPs. Woo! That's it's just one of those things that this is where the believe all women, and this is not Megan's believe evidence book. This is her shut up believe, or the First Amendment book with the public library. Which is interesting and important in its own right, but it's not the believe evidence book. I still have to get that one. But that book is this is where the believe all women, just because they're women. I'm sorry, women are some of those manipulative, lying pieces of shit. I know. I'm sorry. Women will lie to you with a smile on their face just because. They are no better or no worse. They are probably better at lying than men, to be honest, because men are stupid. Love you guys, but, just... Yeah, I don't believe all women. I don't believe EJ and Carol. Yeah, I believe evidence. And when someone says something happened, it's well, show me evidence. Timelines, receipts. Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's technically still not a virgin birth because you still have to break the membrane that would consider you a virgin. So that's my freaking thing my stream just got demonetized. If it didn't get demonetized, it will now. So I'm not going to name the body parts or the membranes, but technically yes, but technically no. You still have to break through that membrane, which would take away. Yeah. Oh yes. That's yeah. Oh, and I'm a huge Trevor Bauer fan, not just in baseball, but because I love baseball. Even though he was a Dodger, which However, you could just see the smug look on her face. She knew exactly what she was doing. That was calculated. That was completely calculated. Just out of curiosity, was that last girl at the guy in the suitcase saw Laura Owens and Boone got jealous? Was that the guy in the suitcase saw Laura Owens and Boone got jealous? Oh boy. Whew. I'm not. As the door saying, break on through to the other side. Oh my goodness. I'm a virgin. I'm not a virgin. Just ask my kids. Ask my husband. Yeah, it's And now the fact that Laura Owens, well, not now, she's been doing it for a while, claims that she lied because she has autism. One, if anybody got that on camera, or she said that on a podcast, that's evidence that Greg Woodnick, or not Greg Woodnick, but the Maricopa County attorneys need to put in as evidence. Secondly, I absolutely despise the people who hide behind a medical condition that you've never officially been diagnosed with. And she's thrown around her diagnoses of epilepsy. She's thrown those around every second of, like, she said it in a blog penned by her. Oh, okay. Even better, it's in writing. But like, she have a good night. Love ya. She true, but not with a certain fluid being. So it's a very that's a really good call. Could TEDx get sued now? There's a good chance. And hey Jerry, I don't believe anyone anymore. I verify myself, or it's not believable. Sad or we live in more lies spoken than the truth. Yeah, and it's the people who present lies as truth. Sneaky girl. It's the people who present their lies as truth that are the problem. Whereas, like, this is why we showed this, because that way, like, it's not, oh, she could be facing this. It's like, no, this is what the document said. Unless I'm interpreting the law wrong as what's written here, which could be a real possibility. This is what, these are the sentence. Yeah. I have to read through it a little bit more thoroughly, but like, these are the statutes that were named in the indictment. We just, oh girl. Yeah, I'm autistic from Laura Owens is like me saying 4 out of 5 voices in my head say I do not hear voices. I listen to them, but I don't hear them. Yeah. I just, it's a weird conundrum of like, what could be, I don't know. It's just a weird, like, hey, an Unhung Hero, thank you for the 10 gifted Squid Pro Quo memberships. Thank you for ensuring that I didn't do this for free this morning. And thank you for posting the Trevor Bauer stuff on the Twitter, or the Twitters. Holy crap, the Discord server. Because I showed the Lindsay Hill mugshot at the beginning of the stream. I manifested this on Twitter. You kind of did. You kind of did. Because you kind of did, because I'm going to show this feed. Let's see. Share this tab instead. So this was what was posted. Unhung Hero, I'm going to read your tweet. To all the beta males in here calling him an ARPist, defending this woman who clearly made false accusations, ain't going to get you laid, my guys. And just also just further proving she is a garbage human. Disorderly conduct, 2nd degree. Assault, 3rd degree. EMS, fire, rescue squad. Driving on a DUI suspended license, 1st offense. Cruelty to animals. Oh, that's the worst. Like, animals and children, to me, are like the people who can't talk back and defend themselves. And alcohol and talks in a public place. Huh? Did they ever find the cat, the one who disappeared when the hornet went overboard? What do you mean? So, I appreciate you, Hong Hero. And I said, thanks for sharing this with me. Makes my heart happy to see Lady Karma collect her debts. Don't know. That's weird. Hopefully Laura Owens isn't too far behind. This was May 5th. This was yesterday morning, right, Hung Hero? If I'm remembering correctly. So this was yesterday morning, and now then last night or yesterday afternoon we got that. Hey, Wriggles. I'm late. I let work get in the way of what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, that poor, that work stuff, you know. Cats knock stuff off tables. You mean the Truman didn't have a cat? We have to 2 days ago, but close enough. Oh yeah, it's the 7th. Holy crap. I'm a day behind. She won't enjoy prison. I wonder what the plea deal would look like. Well, she's smart enough to take it. She will not be smart enough to take it. Oh, happy anniversary. Oh yes, we're gonna go in just a minute. But we do have another oh baby. Come here, baby. Hi, beautiful. There was another so we have to get into this. Speaking of the Truman, I will be getting into this at another time. Second U.S. fighter jet falls off USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier. So there's that. I have to get going, take care of her, but that is 3 jets and a collision with another boat in one deployment. What is going on with our military? We're Angel, come here. Yep, we are gonna go. All right, beautiful people. I have to go. Y'all have a great day. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Say bye-bye. And we will see you guys on the next one. I am going to see who we can redirect to, because there are a lot of people live today. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Re-educate Navy. If it has wings, it does not float. We are going to go to Mow in the Deep End. Let's see. I know, beautiful. We're gonna go. Mow in the Deep End doing Karen Reed. Y'all have a good old day. Bye, guys. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Wave. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye.